It's a vibe, ain't it, Cole?
Hey, it's something about being a Sash?
Who is?
No, you're a
I'm
November.
a Scorpio. 11/11. You should not forget.
No.
Well, he trying to put everybody that's dope in his little.
No, because Virgos and Scorpios are, dude.
What are you?
This.
What are you again?
I'm
we
a Virgo.
get along. We get a hold on.
Man, listen. When Scorpio gets to Scorpioing.
Scorpio.
Man, they get to networking, opening doors.
Well, let's introduce this fine young lady, because Josh put everything together, but this is the lady that really extended the olive branch to us and made the things happen, expedited the process so we could get here at the block party. And Michelle, I say Pullman, but Michelle Trail.
I'll always be Pullman.
Yeah, you'll be Pullman to us, but thank you for stopping by and blessing us with your presence. Thanks for coming by.
Door opener, Waymaker.
Makes things happen.
Doer.
Thank you. Listen, that's what I feel like we are about, like, period. Like, I know that's why I'm here on this earth, is to be a connector. Yeah. And I just love seeing my people, like, all of us elevate as a way of life. I wouldn't even have it any other way.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm happy to see y'all in this space where, I want to see more of our faces here at this table, at a seat at a lot of tables.
So why do you think tell us why it's so important and why you're so passionate about it.
I think representation is so important just for people before us, what they went through, and then like those looking up to us. It's super huge for them to know who and whose they are, like to put that stamp so they have something to look forward to, have that confidence to know that they're not the only ones. I don't think we have to be the only ones. I think there's so many dope people around that looks like us. I feel like we're a competitive advantage when we show up. I mean, we're a benefit and a blessing to this world.
Man, let's talk about your connection to the Clayton.
Yes.
And what are you doing with that relationship to move the culture forward?
Absolutely. So first off, the Clayton just opened in May 2021. And just with my world, I entertain for a living, and part of what I like to do is know when there's a new hotspot opening, because I entertain clients. I don't want to take them somewhere where they don't mind spending their time with me. And so next door at Forget Me Not, that opened in April, and then I saw that the Clayton was, had their signs out, and they said we were opening in May, and I'm like, okay, let me find out more what it's about. So I started looking into like what their representation was, and they wanted to be bringing something different to Cherry Creek, right? I'm a native from Colorado, grew up in Montbello. Cherry Creek is not really our stomping grounds. It's been my stomping grounds because I love it, but it's not holistically our stomping grounds. We don't think that we should be here, that we belong naturally here. And there's some of us has gotten run out of here. Yep. And so when they said they wanted to have an inclusive and exclusive club, I was like, well, sign me up. And so the benefits for me was the ability to have like the networking piece, the work from home. So like I've been working from home, like COVID for everyone is new, right? I've been doing that for over 10 years. Right. So just having like a diversified workspace, and it's a co-working space. But then I get to be around people that are similar to me. They're thinking like me. We all here doing something to move our whatever forward, our days forward, our networks forward, our money forward. And then you have the social aspect. With COVID, a lot of people just got lumped into a space where they were isolated from their families, isolated from their friends. And so I just thought it was a nice coming out space to come back into another social scene that once again matched what my vibe is. And so I said, okay, the work from home, the social aspect, the fact that they want to be inclusive but exclusive is a whole vibe for me. So I decided to just, join the club. First I'm like, is this really worth it? But it's like, no, it is. And then I went on and they, asked me about being on the board, threw in my hat, made my little video, got selected. So I'm also a Clayton Contributes Fund board member. So the way Clayton is set up, they have the hotel, which is a private members club, a boutique style hotel with about 64 rooms. And then they have like the first floor is open space to everyone. The second floor is members only. The sixth floor is members only.
And James and James and I found that out this morning.
Yes.
Yeah,
we were trying
to get on the elevator.
We're trying
Restricted.
we pressed 2. And
access denied.
What? Why are we moving,
You
Cole?
need that card.
I damn it. I did was about to say, get the manager.
Exactly. They already trying to lock me out.
But Michelle, you know what's dope about everything that you just said, and Joss had said it earlier also, but
Joss is dope.
yeah, and it was like the whole spectrum for black people, right? So when you talk about the vibe of Cherry Creek and anybody that is from here, you know, it's that middle class to upper class, you know.
It was exclusive for us, I would say.
So yeah, not only us, but from a monetary standpoint, it's like exclusive, right?
Yes.
But what I heard from Michelle is that we are on all spectrums for black people, right? It's like, you need that vibe and that exclusivity that you could go to and feel like you still have the culture with you.
Exactly.
Right? Yep. And that's dope just to hear you say that.
Absolutely.
So you brought back, you opened the door, you brought us in.
For sure. Like, I feel like that's like, if we're not doing that, then what else are we doing?
That's
like,
a fact.
There's literally, I want to see my people around come with me because it's more fun. It's like, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Literally.
No, absolutely.
Literally.
No, that's fact.
I mean, whatever that is, dinner, kicking it, vacations, I feel like we all should be looking around and we're all doing that together.
Man, so let's talk about your whole movement in terms of highlighting black culture in Colorado as a whole, specifically blacks in the West.
Yes. And so one of the things that also was a big attraction point is that Clayton has been open to different activations and partnerships. So when I saw that diversity was a huge part of what they wanted to do, I figured there's no blueprint to diversity, right? Back in the day, what did they used to call it, where they were like checking the box on how many employees they hired.
Quo.
Yep.
Yeah, they had all these different terms and it was always an uncomfortable situation for people. One of the things about the Clayton being in Cherry Creek, many don't know that black families originated and started Cherry Creek. So now there's been like a whole educational platform that I'm now a part of. So I joined up with Chris Christmas. He's a fourth generation Colorado native. He had a super deep passion for his hometown because he was adopted at 2, but was in foster care. And when he found out his biological family, he found out that his mom's family was a founder of Steamboat Springs. His dad's family both families had huge ties to just like the black cowboys, and finding out that some of the Black Wall Street settlers came here, and just not knowing that whole story. But once again, you don't move in Cherry Creek because you think that you got invited here when you started here. Ooh. So let's just be clear about that.
Hey. Let me give you a round of applause for that. That's dope.
So it was like, you know what? Black History, we already get this month in February, which is the shortest month. But in our books in school, growing up in Montbello, MLK, our history for Black history has never been extensive, which is why we've had to pick a month to learn more about it because it's not in curriculums naturally. Right. So Chris Christmas Colorado is a business. It's a whole entire business that Chris Christmas and I are partners in. And the whole launching of it is to tell the untold stories of the blacks in the West through the lens of their current descendants. Ooh. And those descendants that we know are on a global scale, national scale. We know Pam Grier and Don Cheeto and India Ari, and we have countless Philip Baileys, and the list goes on and on. We have journalist representation. We got the Joy Reeds from Montbello. We got Big John. We got on and on and on, where we've had a lot that are on a national scale being recognized. Of course, we know Chauncey Billups, and we love all of that, but there's way more to it. And many don't know that we have 8 black mayors that have come from Colorado. Shout out to that. And speaking of that, on the 26th of February, we will be highlighting and paying tribute to those legends, so people have this story that's been untold. It will no longer be untold because we will tell the story in a series called The Sun of Colorado, SUN, to represent the women and men that have come from Colorado with
So
Colorado
real quick, tell
roots.
our listeners, when do you plan to release this event?
Oh, it's already released. I'm going to text you guys the invite. So it's February 26th here at the Clayton.
February 26th.
6 p.m. to 10. We have, so the story's going to be an artist. There's like a reception to kick it off. Then there's the artist to artist talk, and that's the time when you learn the history. We'll have some mayors in the building. We'll tell you about your history, which is Colorado Black history. Then we'll move on to the fashion show. Our name for the fashion is called Western Chic. So I'm rocking a little Western gear tonight. Every time I step out, I try to, when I'm talking to represent the brand.
I thought you had a Stetson. I thought you had a Stetson on.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So Western Chic. So when y'all come out, I want to see y'all representing in your Western gear. So go ahead and look for you something. A hat,
my feet are too flat to be in some cowboy boots.
Okay, well, rock it. Well, you can rock. I got you. You know, Melanie will hook you up with a look. Get you a little bolo scarf.
The bolo tie.
It is the
bolo.
Tie. I could do that.
A button down with a look. You know what I'm saying? You rock it with some jeans. Our swag,
a little
right?
leather vest kind of thing.
Thank you.
I got you.
It's Western Chic. That means we have always been into fashion, and we are going to tell the story through wearable art.
Yeah.
So we're going to tell the story with the people. We're going to tell the story through the fashion show, and then we have people that will be here entertaining. We got DJ Peter Paul here from New York. He's here right now. We're getting set up for another event that we're doing at the Denver Botanics called the Black Settlers in the West. And listen, it's going to be a whole vibe. So y'all are all invited. Just RSVP so I can put you on the list. But
I love
it's open.
Michelle. Tell them Black Denver is here.
It's here. So this platform, we are the diversity and inclusion platform for Colorado. We want we don't want just black businesses. We want Colorado-based businesses to do substantial and significant business with black businesses. And we're going to show you how to do that.
That's what's up.
So you can do sponsorships. I mean, the same way. Exactly. We all should be excited because the fact of it is I also work for a Fortune 100 company, and I've gotten them many sponsorships for one event, and we check the box on this diversity thing and say, oh, we have 10% and now we're good. No, it needs to keep going and going. So the end goal is, with this series we're launching out of the Clayton, docuseries in return. With that docuseries, we'll be pitching that to the streaming stations. From there, we also want to develop a curriculum that's now in the educational platforms.
Yeah, she could talk your draws right off.
Yeah,
she'd talk it right off your butt.
You would say, we need a manager. We need a manager.
Listen, y'all already know.
We can't afford you right now. We can't afford you, but we need a manager. All right.
But let me tell you something. The one thing about Michelle, man, if she says it, she is most definitely going to do it.
She is a doer.
Thank you.
I got to give you your flowers for real. One more time.
I appreciate it.
Definitely. Make stuff happen. Accountable, dependable. You the plug. Like, you got it.
Listen, whatever I could do to help, y'all let me know, because I love this whole entire vibe, and I'm taking this with me every step of the way.
Thank you.
This dot.
Okay, let me get it right. This dot
podcast.
Podcast. Real simple.
Well, thanks, Michelle, for coming by.
Guys.
I know you're busy.
Me.
We could do this. We're going to actually have you back. Can we have you back on the show officially?
Absolutely. We're working dates now. Me and Chris Christmas, we're going to come back, and we're here for it.
All right. Let's do it.
All right,
Looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.